Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape. Here is David ADELEYE, 6'4" tall, with a 77.5-inch reach. And he'll be facing Vladimir Klitschko. He's a 6'6" tall heavyweight with an 81-inch reach.
Giving away a lot of weight here, so now this is where you have to be smart. This is where you've got to be sharp. You've got to try and time those shots coming through. Even being lent on by the heavier opponent makes it hard. You've got to be fit. You've got to be on point. You cannot afford to make any mistakes.
Here comes Big D, David ADELEYE, fighting out of London in the heavyweight division, and he packs a lot into those 212 pounds. Making his way to the ring, it's Vladimir Klitschko. The 1996 Olympic gold medalist makes his way to the ring. If you were to sculpt your perfect heavyweight champion, this might be what he looks like.
Look at the weight. How much weight are you going to give away in a fight?
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from London, England, here is Big D, David ADELEYE. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Kyiv, Ukraine, here is the Olympic gold medalist, the longtime unified heavyweight champion of the world, known as Dr. Steelhammer, Vladimir Klitschko.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
You couldn't even squeeze through to your seat. This is that packed. The atmosphere is ridiculous.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. We wanted action, and they are delivering. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Whoa, wait a minute! Klitschko is stumbling around. He's got to find himself here. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Be careful not to punch himself out. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. No secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
You've switched off completely. I need you to... He's too tired. He's not getting back up.
And there's the bell for round 2. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. No rest for the weary. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfect.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. He did not take that well at all, Klitschko. How are they still standing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Catch and shoot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on the fight to get out there and get the job
I
done.
need you to focus on what you're doing. You're doing good.
The bell rings and we start the third. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he misses with that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. The straight right just misses. Klitschko in big trouble. Can he make his way out of it? I don't believe what we're seeing here.
What caught sleeping on the job?
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, heavy shot, and Klitschko is now seeing stars. And right back into the fray.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
That jab doesn't find a home. And he did not take that well at all, Klitschko. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Was put in for this fight. It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
Good work out there, kid. The jab's looking nice. Goes 1-2 straight down the middle. You can. Mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Have you got the fight, kid? Great.
Back at it in round 4. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
this, surely we'll get a world title shot. The straight right just misses. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? A swing and a miss with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight. You have no excuse for gassing out.
Time for the 5th round. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nice counter. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change. Did you see that? Klitschko in big trouble. Can he make his way out of it? It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Punch, counter punch. Nice defense on that hook. David Adelaide couldn't take any more, and down he goes. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Do you believe this? Klitschko is down! He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
A shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Both men getting off the canvas in that incredible round.
Sometimes you talk about drawing first blood. What does that tell you?
Good work. Don't forget the jab, don't get carried away. Okay, now you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Don't be looking at it for one shot at a time.
On to the 6th round. What is this round going to look like after all the drama of the previous round where both of these athletes went down?
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They got to think like a goldfish. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Perfect counter lands. The stamina is off the charts. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
They exchange punches. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. The stamina is off the charts. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. See how much endurance these two fighters have.
That's when you talk about championship material.
Getting your timing already. That right hand's beautiful. Beautiful. That's it. Just start stick. Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. You've been cut. Good work out there.
There's the bell to start round 7. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in 1. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Misses with the jab. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
This is when you're getting...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Whoa, lights out. It's over. This fight is done. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Are you okay? You're out of there.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.